Let's go! Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Bell of Rita, it is Mama Soul and Papa Soul Wisdom, Lorette and Perrin Wetzel's Part of Influence. I am quite certain that worked in this Trajectory Tuesday. Bell at Work, exploring the superpower of integrous influence. Please, who's here?
Sean, we definitely have some heart-centered, growth-minded individuals for the Know Your Numbers Heart of Influence with Loretta and Perrin Wetzel. And first, coming from, of course, Illinois, in banking and commercial lending with expertise in real estate, a founder helping small businesses and real estate investors access capital, provides bank consulting services specializing in debt placement, raising capital, and offering comprehensive loan review and credit management services for commercial banks. Let's welcome to the show, Brad Heding.
Brad, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And please, Brad, as I think you know, Plato, the great philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. We kick this game off, Brad, with a fun fact. A fun fact is something that's a headline, not a story. It could be an adventurous headline. It could be a shocking headline. It could be a funny, cute, silly headline. But anything, Brad, that will make us say, Brad, no way.
Hi.
So, Brad, was a headline fun fact about you, please.
Side thing, I am fascinated by sharks so much that I have a great white shark tattoo on my right shoulder.
Whoa.
Come on, Brad. You're in the right house here. We got more to talk about. So that's the way we're going with my fun fact today, Brad. We're coming back in a little bit. Great white shark tattoo, Bell of Rita. Brad's my people. Come on.
Brad is your people, Sean. I think you need a shark tattoo. I think you should get a shark tattoo like right across your forehead. You know, like Mike Tyson has tattoos. I think you need a shark tattoo right on your forehead, Sean.
I'm alignment and like going all the way down both cheeks and maybe running down my whole body. What do you think?
Perfect. Perfect. I think it'll be great for your image. Next, coming from Chicago, Illinois, accomplished violinist, composer, and educator known for his unique blend of classical and modern styles, holds a bachelor's degree in jazz guitar studies and master's in media composition, has tutored internationally, collaborated with renowned toured internationally, collaborated with renowned artists, passionately helping violinists by sharing his expertise and methods. Let's welcome to the show, Harry Hunt Jr.
So was that Harry with a P?
With an
With
H.
an H.
Harry?
Harry, yes.
Okay, excellent. And Harry or Harry?
Harry. Like
Harry, am I
hair.
saying
Just
correctly?
Harry. Yep.
Harry. Oh, awesome. Okay, thank you, Harry. So I'm sure I'm saying correctly. Thank you for being here, Harry. Appreciate you. And please, on Loretta and Parents' Heart of Influence, what's your fun fact?
I've never eaten a hamburger before in my life.
What? I don't think a fun fact has ever gotten a what out of Sean and I at the same time. Like we've had not had peanut butter and jelly, but not had a hamburger. I think Sean fell out of his chair.
I did. I fainted, and I had this weird thought as I fainted that Harry said he had never had a hamburger. Like that could not have been what I heard. Did I hear that, Bella?
That is what you're now, Harry. Are you a vegan or a vegetarian, or you just have never had a burger?
Vegetarian, and both my parents were vegetarians, so that's why.
Wow, Harry. And I'm going to share a corollary fun fact, Bella. So I want to talk about eggs and surfboards. Please remind me of that, Bella, and let's go.
Eggs and surfboards. That sounds fascinating. Let's do it from Aurora, Illinois. And yes, from Aurora, Illinois, purchased his first home at 18 and his second at 19. By 25, owned $8 million worth of apartments, now valued well over that amount. Owner of a property management and sales company with 47 years of experience, currently manages 300 units of apartments, which he owns 220. Let's welcome to the show, Ed Kirch.
Congratulations on all your impact, success, entrepreneurial vision from the age of 18 on, and please, your fun fact.
I bought my first house and didn't know that you're supposed to ride by the lot that they were building it on. So I just picked the lot off of a blueprint and ordered a house. And then I told him I was going to sell my boat for a down payment, and that was in December. And in June, when the boat got done, when the house got done, took a car loan out because I couldn't sell a boat.
Amazing. So like you walked in like you were at Smash Burger, looked up at the board, you're like, milkshake house. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Awesome. Ed picks out houses like you pick out Mocha Choco Lattes, Bella Rita. Let's go.
That's what I'm hearing. Next up from Chicago, Illinois, of course, experienced electric engineer with an MBA in finance and a passion for real estate. Owner of a successful residential construction company, holds a full-time role at a leading national commercial general contractor, experience in both engineering and construction, delivering high-quality results in residential and commercial projects. Let's welcome to the show, Terrell Johnson.
Terrell.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are you? Welcome to Heart of Influence. And please, Terrell, your fun fact.
Fun fact. I am a few days away from having my second kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, congratulations. Now we can see you.
There we go. There we go.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
What is your first child?
My first is a son. He's 2 years old.
Beautiful. And do you know what you're having?
A girl. So 1-2 knockout.
Play girl action. Nice. Let's go. Bella Verita. Come on. Terrell's about to even the score. Let's go.
Terrell is even the score. From Chicago, Illinois, regional representative specializing in cabinet doors for kitchens, bathrooms, and serving multifamily properties. college dormitories, senior living facilities, and contractors. Opened 48 accounts in Illinois and Wisconsin during his first year, earning Rookie of the Year title in 2023. Expanded to 64 clients in 2024, surpassing his first year by 181%. Let's welcome to the show, Frank Ventucci.
Frank, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And please, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact today is I just saved a customer over $13 million in what they would have had to pay to redo their apartments that they have in Hyde Park. There's 1,026 of them. We're going to do them for 1,400. They got quotes as high as 15,000. So I just closed $1 million order today.
Wow.
Congratulations, dude.
Now that's know your numbers.
That's knowing your numbers. That is knowing your numbers. Loretta Mama Soul, Wisdom Wetzel, no doubt about it. Congratulations on that. Bella, we got some shaking, moving and shaking here. Let's go.
We got some moving and shaking happening in Chicago, Illinois. In school to become a nurse practitioner looking to bridge the gap for people that don't have access to healthcare. Wants to create a business for mental health professionals to bring their services through in-home visits, serving elder care, adults, and children. Currently looking to provide actual health services herself, reducing the redundancy, looking to potentially branch off into guiding clients through the complexities of the healthcare system and services offered. Let's welcome to the show, Tiana Hampton.
Hello.
Tiana, can we call you Princess Tiana?
Yes, absolutely.
Tiana, welcome to the show. I am blind, so I'm presuming this is like Disney fame. So welcome to the Heart of Influence, Loretta and Perrin. We're so thrilled to have you here. And please, Princess Tiana, your fun fact.
Okay, my fun fact in eighth grade, I had 3 graduations, which is unusual, but that's not the fun fact. The fun fact is I got to have Oprah Winfrey as a speaker, Michelle Obama as a speaker, and our local Mayor Daley as a speaker. So I got to kind of meet all of them in 1 year.
This is when you graduated 8th grade?
That's correct.
That's crazy. Like that, like we've had 8,000 people on the show, Princess Tiana, and that is one of the coolest fun facts yet. Michelle Obama and Oprah, that's crazy. Congratulations on that. That is super cool. And thank you for being here. We have princesses today, Bella, and they hang out with Oprah and Michelle Obama. Come on.
That is definitely princesses for sure. Next, coming from all the way up north in Canada, 30 years in marketing, founded a firm serving accounting, bookkeeping, and business advisory anywhere in North America, mainly working with businesses 10 to 50 employees. Previously in finance, accounting, senior leadership, massive firms leading marketing across the country, fixed marketing campaigns and opportunities, now generating results without sacrificing billable hours. Let's welcome to the show, Apurv Diwali. Did I get it?
You did. That's good.
Yes.
And I want to say, I did not. So I want to make sure I have this correctly. So how do you pronounce your first name?
Just like it's spelled, Apurv.
Yeah, I'm blind, so definitely not sure how it's spelled. So
Apoorv, Apurv.
Apurv, thank you.
Apurv.
Yeah.
Apurv, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
for having me.
Your fun fact.
So my fun fact, Brad was speaking and I was thinking, well, maybe this is Shark Week because my fun fact is also a shark fact. And that is that I enjoy diving with sharks. So I've been on shark dives at the bottom of the ocean with up to a dozen large 10 to 20 foot sharks circling around me and not in a cage.
Apurv, did you go to Tiger Beach in the Bahamas?
No, this was actually just off of Cancun and Playa del Carmen in Mexico. But I've also been on shark dives in other places like Jamaica, Dominican, and other spots. Yeah.
For you, that's awesome.
Cuba. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Apurv, welcome to the party. More shark talk coming, Apurv. Bella Vrita, more to come.
More to come. Next up, of course, from Chicago, Illinois, motivational speaker, prominent family relationship and entrepreneur expert, empowers individuals to move forward financial freedom through business ownership. 40 plus years of work experience with various business structures, including nonprofit, for-profit, and entrepreneurship, an MBA degree from the University of Illinois, and highlighted on a 40-foot billboard in Times Square for 30 days in 2022. Let's welcome to her show, Mama Soul Wisdom, Loretta Wetzel.
Loretta, Mama Soul Wisdom Wetzel, welcome to your Heart of Influence. And please, Loretta, what is your fun fact?
Ooh, my fun fact is I love to travel. Planes, trains, automobiles, roller skates, you name it, I am on the move. And in fact, not just traveling on Earth, I love all things space and getting to become the first African-American couple to travel into suborbital space. That is my fun.
Let's go, Mama Soul Wisdom. We got this. Are you ready?
Ready.
Bella, Loretta's ready. Come on.
Mama Soul is ready. And next up, the man that brought us all together today, of course, from Chicago, Illinois, a prominent accountant and entrepreneur specializing in real estate accounting and investing, president of PG Wetzel and Associate with offices in Downers Grove and Evergreen Park, Illinois, a BA from Luther College in Decorah, and working in the accounting world for the IRS for 43 years, celebrating 50 years total in business. He started when he was 5. Let's welcome to the show, Karen Wetzel.
Mr. Karen Wetzel, sir, welcome to Heart of Influence. And please, your fun fact.
My fun fact, once I had a client who owed the Internal Revenue Service over $1 million. We settled for $1 million. The attorney said no to the IRS. So when they said no, I whipped out my back cape and Batman, pulled out my tool belt, and we settled for $200,000. So, so maybe I knew a little bit more than the lawyers did. I settled for 200, they didn't accept $1 million. What you do? Anyway.
Batman is in the building, Bella Frida. Batman, Perrin Wetzel. Let's go do the things. Oh, this woman, Perrin, this woman who's introducing everyone, she started selling crafts on her front lawn as an 8-year-old, beginning her career in the space of influence. By the age of 19, she was a 7-figure business generator in the space of network marketing. That's not easy to do. 24, 25, and 26 years old, she was three-peating, but not like Michael Jordan raining threes, but instead as the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. In this male-dominated industry, she was the first woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker. At the age of 24, she was the youngest person, male or female, ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker, let alone do it 3 straight times. She began to train entrepreneurs in Fortune 500 companies. In fact, in 2019, every sales team she worked with doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver in the most extreme of conditions, maybe with the men in gray suits, also known as sharks, philanthropists raising, I don't know, $10 million in the last 2.5 years with the Unblinded team, 2-time, about to be 3-time published author, and this courageous woman who put the heart in the heart of influence in 2023, publicly, courageously, and powerfully battled and defeated cancer. Let's welcome to Loretta and Perrin's Heart of Influence, the one, the only, Bella Burrito.
This isn't my fun fact, but if I ever have a tax issue, I think there's only one person I'm calling. Because like saving 800,000, and then I think his other fun fact is you like settled something in like 10 seconds. Isn't that right, Perrin?
Yeah. I reviewed their taxes in 10 seconds and they received $30,000 back in refunds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
Receive
think-
$30,000 in 10 seconds. I think there's only one person I am ever calling when it comes to taxes because I hadn't heard that fun fact. That was extraordinary. And my fun fact, Sean, is you teach us to shoot videos. And so my fun fact is during the magic moment, I'm going to be going to shoot a video. So that is, I'm going to disappear from the show for a moment. So in the event that I'm not back on time, you'll know where I went. That's my fun fact because I'm very popular in the neighborhood because we are having a grand opening in 2 days, which also happens to be my cancer-free 1-year birthday. So that's my fun fact for today, Sean Kelly.
That is a beautiful fun fact. And Bella, you're popular wherever you go. Let's go.
Not as
Congratulations, Bella. Congratulations.
Thank you. But not as popular as you because Tony Robbins said about you that there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. In fact, Tony Robbins said there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity. He is only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, just like Perrin getting people millions of dollars. And in fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around, speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that has raised nearly $10 million for refugees in Ukraine. He is a popular dude. Let's welcome to the show my co-host, Sean Callagy. Shark and eggs.
Yes, thank you, Red and Perrin, everybody for being here. So yes, I'll go with this primer for my shark and egg fun fact. I am a blind person, can't see anything in front of me, that's taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive, including Bella, in the most extreme of conditions. In fact, I was surfing this morning in some beautiful surf here in Long Beach Island, New Jersey. And my micro fun fact inside of this is that 10 months ago, I was surfing off of Long Beach Island, which is the site of the shark attack in 1916, which inspired Peter Benchley to write Jaws, that eventually became the movie in the big cinema. There's a Shark Week Discovery Channel episode about it, and it's also in the Long Beach Island Museum and all the newspaper articles and all the things. And while I was in this space surfing 10 months ago, a shark bit my surfboard while I was on it. Thankfully, not my foot. And the other part about the eggs is, while we have one of our dear friends here who's never eaten a hamburger, I have never eaten an egg. Bella, Rita, those are my fun facts.
Those are some extraordinary fun facts, Sean. Eggs and hamburgers. It's a wild day.
Yes, never an omelet, never an egg, never any of it. So Bella, who's going first?
You're missing out on a fried egg on a hamburger, though.
Maybe next lifetime. So Bella.
Let's kick this show off. Since we're talking hamburgers and cheeseburgers and all the things, let's kick this show off with Mr. Harry Hunt.
Harry, this is what we're doing here. Bella is going to be anybody you want her to be. We're exploring what does it look like when heart-centered, sophisticated people need to create a yes that should happen. Not a pitch, hook, close, yuck. Not where we got to take something from someone, but we're going to co-create value integrously with people. It's a crowded world of messaging. How do we get it through? So it's a 3-minute conversation, Harry, and Bella's going to be potentially an ideal client, or she could be a philanthropic fundraising partner, charitable partner. She could be Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett or anybody famous. Whatever would be a yes that you'd want to create in 3 minutes. Footnote, does not have to be a sale, doesn't have to be the ultimate yes. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. So please, Harry, who would you like Bella to be? Please.
He's thinking.
Maybe I don't quite understand totally who I want her to be to make a yes
So
for.
Everything that you have, do you have a bank account?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have some money in your bank account?
Yes.
Yes. That is the byproduct of you creating yeses with humans. Does that make sense? Like, you have to have yeses happen for money to be exchanged. You're not a bank robber, Harry. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so you've definitely created yeses, right? And that's how we generate income, right? And right, and you're here. So like a yes happened with somebody who's here that you're here. So we fancy that as the only attainable superpower for human beings is the ability to create. Yes, that's what the show is all about, but not like cheesy, like, would you like that, to be delivered on Tuesday or Wednesday, Harry? No, like not like closing yuck, but instead have a conversation with people and move to yes, which you do, I'm quite confident, all the time. So whatever a yes is that would make sense for you, maybe an ideal client would be a very simple way to do it. What that would sound like if you're talking to a potential ideal client is like, yeah, I'll give you 3 minutes. And then you want to create a longer meeting to follow up because you can bring value to this person. Harry, do you know that you can bring value to people in the world? Do you know that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. So who's a person that you would like to bring some value to? Or a type of a person?
Oh, type of I see. Okay.
Yeah. Like a business owner, part like what's a great client for you?
A great client for me would be a violinist.
Bella. Harry, this woman plays the violin all day, every day. Bella, take us in.
Yes, I think what is this, like the smallest violin in the world that plays My Heart Bleeds for You?
Yes.
Yes, I can play that. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. Would you like to be able to play violin in the modern way versus the old way?
I'm curious. Wait a minute. Are you calling me old?
I'm not calling you old. I'm just calling the tradition of the violin old.
I'm fascinated. Tell me more.
Well, classical music is how violin is traditionally taught, but nowadays there's other styles of music that violinists want to play. And since you play violin, would you like to play contemporary styles of music?
Yeah, I'm curious. So like, what do you mean? Do you mean like learning, or what do you mean like?
Learning. I'm sorry. Yeah, learning.
Okay.
Learn how to play modern styles of music.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. Yeah. Why? What do you got?
Well, I have 17 books on the topic that can help you learn how to play modern violin music.
17. And why write all of these books? Like what is your ultimate mission, dream? Like why call me, and what is it that you want to do with all these books?
Well, when I was growing up playing classical music and wanted to play other styles of music, there were not enough resources. And so I took my experiences of how I learned to make it easier for people like you to learn faster.
Well, I'm already a pretty famous violinist. And so I don't know that I need to learn. Like, what would be the benefit of me learning a different way? I'm pretty famous already.
There's always more to learn. There's always more to learn, more experiences to put new tools in your tool belt.
And what is it like? What is your ultimate dream? Like, what is it that you like? Do you want to just teach violinists for the rest of your life, or like what is it that you're looking to do?
I would like to scale that business for multiple. So I play multiple instruments. I play 10 instruments. So I want to create, online resources and things like that, so that I can grow the business and scale it for other people to help sell these products.
Interesting. I'd like to check out your class and see if it's something that is worth me doing, and we can go from there.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Harry, thank you for that. Nice work. We'll get back to the feedbackers in a moment. Bella, who's following up Harry?
Following up Harry is Mr. Brad Heddick.
Brad, who would you like Bella to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
A business owner looking to acquire another business and needs some help with financing.
Bella likes acquiring stuff. She needs some help with financing. Come on, Belle.
All right. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. This is Brad Heddick with Commercial Ending X. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
All right.
Sorry, I'm having a delivery at the same time. Please continue, Brad.
All right. So I understand you're looking to acquire another business and was hoping to help you finance that acquisition. Can I tell you a little bit about how we work and how we may be able to assist you?
Yes, because I love to buy businesses, and my significant other just gave me his credit card and said I could just buy whatever I want. So tell me what you got.
Well, it's pretty hard to buy a multi-million-dollar business on a credit card, but you could try. Maybe your limit's higher than mine.
Maybe I can get access to his bank account. We'll see.
Gotcha. Well, very quickly, our firm, Commercial Lending X, we help clients secure the financing they need for acquiring a business. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's all sorts of great programs like the SBA loan program, where you could potentially finance as much of 90% of the purchase price of a business. In some cases, if there's a seller note that is 10% or more of the purchase price on standby for 2 years, you could potentially even finance 100% of the business. Would you like to learn more about how to maybe take care of some of these or utilize some of these options?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would like to, figure out how, to do, better financing for sure.
Excellent. Well, I would love to set up a time to possibly have a webinar and go through options with you and learn more about the business you're acquiring.
That is awesome. And can you just give me a brief, just how did this work or just a little bit about you? Yeah, just a little bit about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our firm, we work purely on a success fee basis. So we charge a 1% fee if you accept financing we secure for you and close on that financing. So there's no risk in you working with us on the front end. Our agreement prevents us from double dipping, meaning if we get paid a referral fee from a lender, it gets credited to your fee. So you know we're always going to market to get you the best deal possible. And when we do certain types of financing, like SBA financing, all of our SBA lenders do pay us a 1% referral fee. So we do not need to charge you for that type of financing. But if you do some other type of financing and we do need to charge you a fee, we will disclose that to you upfront, and it would never be more than 1% of the loan amount.
That sounds super interesting. I definitely would like to have a longer conversation.
Excellent.
Go get it, Brad. Nice work. Feedbackers for Harry and Brad. Bella, please.
Yes. So feedbackers, otherwise known as judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Harry or Brad, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then like a little next step. Is that next step you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have a longer conversation with Harry or Brad? I don't think either one of them are that bad. So maybe that next step is like a little mocha chocolate and a little maybe croissante for a little bit longer of a conversation. But if that's not enough time, you would be willing to rent a private room at the Capitol Grill, getting the seafood tower and the nice juicy steak. Unless you're a vegan or vegetarian like Harry, and maybe you're just having like salad and French fries or something. Hopefully, if you've never had a hamburger, you've at least had French fries. But you're not going to skip out on dessert because you definitely want to have the longest meeting possible. But if that's still not enough time, you would be willing to rent a private jet. Of course, stop and pick up Perrin and Loretta Wetzel and fly anywhere in the world to have the longest meeting possible with Brad or Harry. So we'll kick this off with Tiana. Tiana, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Harry?
Okay. Hi, Harry.
Hi.
I would say my 30 seconds feedback. I loved the fact that you were able to bring something new instead of the classical, ideas. I think we all kind of were exposed to that. But I would have been really interested if you would have given examples, say, like I'm really into the Marvel and DCs, that's been a big thing lately. And maybe you could have said, hey, if you remember this song in this movie, that was a violin, because as we know, music often draws the audience in and gets us pumped. So if you could have maybe pointed out some of those things to give the audience more of an idea of what an example of contemporary violinist music sounds like.
Ooh, very nice, Tiana. And what would the follow-up be? You're like, hey, that was pretty cool. I spent a little bit of time, a cup of coffee, maybe a little bit longer. Have maybe some seafood tower or steak, maybe seafood for Harry. Or even like so amazing. It's a private jet. Like, what would be the follow-up step, Tiana?
Follow up because I'm interested in learning more.
Yeah.
Well, the Titanic really just left an impression. I'm sorry. So, I'd have to go with I would love to maybe be on a cruise and learn more while
Here we
enjoying
go.
the scenery.
Let's go.
Let's
Tiana,
go.
I'm a little confused. I think she just said she wants to be in the Titanic. That didn't end great, but Bella, come on.
Next up, let's go. Ed, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Brad?
It was very informative. He talked like you would expect a lender to talk. He's upfront about the fees. He also told you that you could like high leverage your business, which most people don't realize, which is intriguing. Kind of makes me want to go out and look at buying a business right now. Yeah, he made it sound simple, and he made it sound like it wouldn't be that expensive.
All right. Ed, thank you for that. Next step would be what? Cup of coffee, private room dinner, private jet. What do you got?
I'd probably just do like a cup of coffee.
All right, let's go with a mocha chocolate latte for Ed. Caffeine's flowing, Bell. Come on.
A mocha choca latte, use some caffeine. Let's go. A pour. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Harry?
Okay, so Harry, I really appreciate the fact that you're a deep subject matter expert. So you obviously know what you're talking about, right? And that really came across. In terms of, I think what you could do to improve, I don't know a lot about Vyland, so I'm just trying to project myself into the shoes of Bella while she's having that conversation with you. But to me, it's kind of like more like, what's the hook to grab my attention? What would I learn? How would I improve? Right? Maybe focusing a little bit more on some of those things.
Excellent report. And what the next step be?
You know what I think would be really great with Harry would be to go to a concert and maybe kind of like sit at, like, maybe it's a jazz club or maybe it's a live performance, and just kind of get his feedback and input on the musicianship and the composition.
Perfect. And maybe sip a cup of tea because Bella, Tiana, Ed, Apoorv spells tea. Come on, Bella.
That's super fun. Next up, let's go. Terrell, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Brad?
I think Brad did a good job. I guess I would like to just jump into the intriguing part. I'm definitely intrigued. Would love to get a cup of coffee. I would say feedback wise, let's say, you broke down the product well. You broke down the fee structure well, which kind of brings on the answers those initial base questions. I think for both guys, leaving it kind of closed ended. There's maybe a loop there that could be closed in terms of a follow up on what do you do, or looping me into more so how does the service fit my needs. And beyond that, I think that's the only thing that I would have said to change up or add, I should say.
Terrell's got some caffeine rolling. Bella Verita next.
Yes, and I think Frank had to take a call. So let's go. Mama Soul Wisdom, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Harry?
Harry, you surprised me. You are congruently unique. You said it so nonchalantly. Oh, I wrote 17 books. But I played 10 instruments. Like, where did this come from? And I would have loved to have that further conversation with you and having the specificity with what you shared, because you are definitely congruently unique And I wanted to learn more, but there, there's more context that I believe you could add to the conversation, which is one of our 12 indispensable elements. So I would have a cup of coffee with you, and then we'd head out to Ravinia and listen to some music on the lawn under the stars.
All right. Oh, beautiful, Mama Soul Wisdom. And Bella, I think we have Perrin.
We do have Perrin. Perrin, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Brad?
Brad, I love your certainty and the confidence, and you knew your subject like it was a part of you, and you wanted to be transparent with individuals about making sure that you weren't taking advantage of them, because you felt that a lot of times lenders take advantage of individuals who are looking for financing of the business, and you were definitely upfront. It would be somebody I would want to know more about, because the objective is to, like I said, be upfront with people and transparent. So I would want to have a dinner at the Capitol Grill.
Capitol Grill, let's rock and roll. Perrin, Bella Verita, take it easy on me. It's not on my contract, but I do it anyway. Come on.
Yes. He says it's not in his contract, but it actually is, because every day I get to put this guy on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I've been cooking them up as the show has been going on, and we're going to see if he can flex his influence muscles or not. And so, Loretta, I've cooked up 3 scenarios that you guys get to choose from on what Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can choose one of my scenarios, you can change any one of my scenarios, or you can scrap them all together and come up with something much, much harder on your own. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Let's hear it, Bella.
All right. Option number 1 is Sean could role play Harry going from hello to yes with Juilliard School in New York to come in and speak and be able to sell his books at Juilliard School of Music. So that would be option number 1. Option number 2 is I was reading in Chicago, there is now a business called Rent a Chicken. And you can rent a chicken to come and lay eggs in your backyard so you can have fresh eggs. And so I thought option number 2 is Sean could be Brad going from hello to yes with the CEO of Rent a Chicken, so they could get financing to expand their Rent a Chicken business. So that would be option number 2. And then option number 3 is Sean would role play Tiana going from hello to yes with BetterHelp, which is a mental health platform. You can rent a psychologist, I guess, but not. You can book an appointment with a psychologist. But he would role play Tiana going from hello to yes with the CEO of BetterHelp to partner with her on her new business for mental health. So those are the 3 options I have for you today, Perrin, Loretta. Any of those tickle your fancy, or do you have something much harder you would like to see Sean do?
Well, when you say tickle your fancy, I had to laugh and Rent a Chicken. So
Yeah, I did too. Yes, yes, that's the one I was thinking of. But
all right, so Sean's going to role play Brad. Who is going to play the CEO of Rent a Chicken?
Apoorv.
Apoorv, are you up for playing the CEO of Rent a Chicken?
Sure.
Apoorv, you're then Mr. Smith of Rent a Chicken.
Mr. Smith. Okay, of Rent a Chicken.
Sound good?
Sound good.
Yeah. Hello, is Mr. Smith available?
Yes, speaking.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith, this is Brad. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is still a good time for you?
Yeah, I've got a couple minutes right now. Sure.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. And I know how busy you are. Rent a Chickening, watched a bunch of videos, I've read some articles. I know lots going on. But if I could ask, what prompted you to say yes to this conversation today? I'm super grateful. But just what's the why behind your having this conversation?
So, we've been doing some planning. We've got a whole bunch of stuff going on in the business right now, and I just wanted to explore some of our financing options.
Awesome. And what's the why behind that? You're seeking to do what? What's the ultimate vision for you, Mr. Smith, and Rent a Chicken overall? Yeah, the ultimate why.
Yeah. So, over the next 5 years, we want to double the size of Rent a Chicken. We want to have more chickens out in the market than any other Rent a Chicken business that's out there.
Awesome.
We want to be known as the go-to place for renting chickens.
Beautiful. And what's like for you personally, like what's the why? I get business expansion, but what makes your heart beat about renting chickens and what you're up to?
Yeah, so I've always been really passionate about rental chickens. It's a space that I got into at a very young age when I was working at KFC in high school. So I've always kind of had this kind of chicken theme in everything that I've done, and I really believe that there's an opportunity for businesses in the marketplace that's underserved, where they have to buy chickens, and we come up with another option, and we let them to actually rent a chicken.
Awesome. So I'm hearing deep passion, powerful why, massive expansion. Am I hearing all those things correctly?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so I wouldn't say massive. I said like double the size of the operation. We're not talking like 500x growth. We're not like projecting like to the moon type stuff. We have, I think, they're reasonable expectations for growth.
Beautiful. So can I then drop into a couple of things in our final minute or so that may or may not resonate with you?
Sure.
So what I do is I find options for people to fulfill their why and their dreams. And we need capital for expansion. And so what I'm proposing to you, Brad, very simple, I'm sorry, Mr. Smith, very simply, is to have a 30-minute conversation where we can lay out a number of options that would include flexibility, because maybe, just maybe, as this expansion begins, you decide that you want to obtain additional financing for even more accelerated expansion. I have read up a lot on Rent a Chicken. I'm very clear on the fact that you're bringing sustainability forward in the world, that a lot of the way that chickens are treated and the harm through hormones that are created, that this beautiful space is creating an organic shift for people. And with the world and its movement towards green, its movement towards the abundance that we have in America, potentially beyond, there's a massive opportunity. I am clear for people to be renting chickens, plus the love, the connection, all of it that goes on with that for children and families, all of it. So simply put, our financing options are competitive with everyone. We have testimonials, we have models and structures of why you'd want to obtain financing with and through us. Every detail is transparent in this entire process, which is a lot of things you don't deal with in the financial space. And I'm simply proposing, Mr. Smith, a 30-minute follow-up conversation because we, for the folks that I represent, work with, we love to entertain a partnership with Rent a Chicken going forward as your financial arm of capital raising and expansion possibilities. So, Mr. Smith, how would it resonate with you or not to see the fulfillment of Rent a Chicken potentially fulfilled through the 30-minute conversation and follow-up where you can go through these details, sir?
So it sounds to me like we both agree that the world needs more chicken. And I think that you've done your homework from the sounds of it. I would love to see more.
Awesome. Well, shall I set that up with your assistant, Tom, like we set up this meeting, Mr. Smith?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Have an amazing day, and I look forward to following up. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. At a roll, Apoorv, how'd I do as Brad, having conversation with the Rent a Chicken people. You certainly did a beautiful job as Mr. Smith, the CEO. How was that for you, Apoorv?
It was good. It's and I mean, we're just having fun here and stuff, but it sounded like, the way that you had presented it was like, okay, you've done your homework. You've kind of like reinforcing key points, things that were important to me, right? And so you really grabbed my attention.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. And Apoorv, we appreciate your feedbacking, Mr. Smithing, and how was your time overall on Loretta and Parents' Heart of Influence today, Apoorv?
It was great. Yeah. Yes, it was a lot of fun.
Beautiful. Well, appreciate you and thank you. Let's go from this point to the one and only Harry. Thank you for jumping into the participant seat. Never an easy place to be. You did a beautiful and masterful job for sure, Harry. And please, how was your time on Loretta Parent's Heart of Influence?
It was fun. It was great.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that for sure, and love what you're up to in the space. And as Loretta said, you've done some incredible things. Just owning that and bringing that forward, because people don't know, and people don't understand and appreciate your mastery. They wouldn't quite know why they should be working with you. And clearly, there's a ton of reasons. Harry, would you agree with that? There's a ton of reasons people should be working with you on bringing their violin play forward.
Absolutely. I agree.
Well, thank you for that. Princess Tiana, thank you for being the feedbacker seat. Appreciate that. And how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
It was so much fun. I've never experienced anything like this before, and I I don't know how you all came up with this, but it's pretty cool. So I enjoyed it.
It's called Innovation and Optimization. In January of 2020, we had our first unblinded event. We had 1,300 people at our event. I was like, yes, like we're bringing this work forward to the world to help people and support people. And then we had a little bit of a surprise. A little thing called COVID shut the world down. And everybody said to me, we just launched in January 2020. And by the end of February 2020, the world was closing down. Shocking, unbelievable, right? And it was this that we said that all businesses built on relationships and all relationships are built on shared experiences. So how do we create an efficient shared experience in the COVID world to keep bringing this work forward? And that's where it started. And then we were like, this is fantastic. This is like so much better than so many other things. Why would we go to the Capitol Grill and have dinner? Why would we do all these other things? Why not start everything here? And we're 1,250 episodes in and counting. So Princess Tiana, thank you for joining the ecosystem of people who've been on the Heart of Influence. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Bella Rita, you back from shooting videos? 3, 2, 1. Nope, did not think so. So let us go from there to Brad. Thanks for jumping into the participant seat. Outstanding work. How did I do as you? And how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
I really enjoyed the opportunity to be here. I definitely liked the exchange and the feedback and just seeing a different approach to the sales cycle that you gave. So I'm really appreciative. I think a porv is hilarious, by the way. The way you were talking about the chickens, I was waiting for you to say, I'll pay you in eggs only. But I thought it was hilarious. So, but thank you.
Awesome, right? Fun is critical. Like fun drives relationship build for sure. Thanks for saying that, Brad. Ed, appreciate you. Very impressive, all that you've done. And how was your time today, Ed, on Loretta and Parents' Heart of Influence?
It was good. I like that.
Very cool. What was your biggest takeaway? What would you like most about it?
Like I've always known, you have to ask a lot of questions. You have to develop that rapport with people, and you got to know, what they're about and what they want.
Awesome. Well, Ed, obviously you've done a masterful job of that in your life, and thanks for being here today. Terrell, bringing it home with you. How'd you enjoy today? Thanks for being here. Great feedback. Congratulations on evening the score, boy, girl. And please, Terrell, how was your time today on Loretta and Parents' Heart of Influence?
It was great. Nice time sitting watching. I think the best part is kind of seeing how you all transition a conversation utilizing words and questions to get to a yes, but not necessarily being, I think your breakout in terms of the last part of not being as pushy and getting to a point where, hey, we can set up a follow-up conversation was definitely insightful.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Terrell. Perrin Wetzel, appreciating you for making this all possible today. These introductions, people getting to meet each other. Perrin, please, your final today.
Well, I want to thank everyone for their time and want to make sure that everybody receives value here. And we have some gifts that we provided for you. And if you look in the chat, there are a number of things, especially tomorrow morning. If you're available at 7 a.m., we have a session that we call the huddle, and you're invited to be there tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock Central Time, not Eastern Time, but I think they're Eastern Time. Everybody here, I think, is Central Time.
Cool. Well, thank you for that, Perrin, for sure, and bring all these fine folks together. Mama Soul Wisdom, your final.
Yes, and wanted to let you know that Bella is back. And I also wanted to also acknowledge Frank. I know he had a call, business and duty calls, but I want to acknowledge Frank for being here as well. Frank, I'm not sure if you're back or not, but thank you for the time that you were able to participate. This is only the beginning. Yes, we have a lot of fun in business. All business is built on relationships and its ability to have that conversation in Integra's influence. So I really appreciated all of you being here today. And let's just move forward, keep building relationships and keep building business.
Yeah, thank you for
Back
that.
to you.
Thanks, Laura and everybody for being here. And as they said, we have some free gifts. It's not chicken, it's not hamburgers, eggs. Something truly of value, as Loretta and Perrin said, tomorrow morning our world opens up. You're more than welcome to be there. Nothing is sold to you there. Training in the human acceleration. There's a reason I've had the blessing and privilege of paying $125 million in salaries to the employees of companies I own 100% equity of, and got the Tony Robbins stage, top jury verdicts, all of it. This process, there's nothing like it in the world. And we'll take a deeper dive on that tomorrow morning. 100, 110, 120 people will be there. You get to meet some other extraordinary entrepreneurs. Number one. Number two, textbook. Yours in ebook format, not ChatGPT throwaway, but a textbook on public speaking, leadership, and management from a scientific, holistic approach that will blow your heart and mind. And finally, a BAS session, business acceleration. We're all here because we have a gap between where we are and where we want to be. We teach against networking. We teach for platform building, unparalleled in anything that's out there. That's my word on that. And again, nothing will be sold to you there either. We have plenty of things to do for life together, but it's value, value, value first. On behalf of Bella Rita, I'm sure shot some amazing videos, and welcome back, Bella.
Yeah. And real quick, if I just could add also, Sean and final is, if you've not had a conversation with Perrin, if you might want to save millions of dollars, you definitely want to have that conversation with Perrin. Phenomenal job, Perrin, at bringing everybody together today. It is not easy to orchestrate and put an audience together in this manner. So, if you want to save like, I don't know, 30,000 or 800,000, definitely have a conversation with Perrin. And Sean, back to you.
Yeah. Appreciate all you guys for being here. We always say, let no one love your dreams more than you. Have a blessed day. Hope to see you soon. Thanks.
Bye, everyone.